Okay. Is it a mean or a proportion?
Proportion.
How do you know?
It says proportion.
Great. It says proportion. So is it going to be mu or p?
P.
P. Okay. Is it going to be a t-test or a z-test?
Z.
Z-table, z-test. Or z, yeah, sorry, z-table, I should say. And is it going, what's my degrees of freedom?
30.
Infinity.
Oh.
Infinity. It's a proportion. Is this hypothesis or confidence interval? Confidence interval. How do you know that?
It says estimate.
It says estimate. Yeah, there you go. Everyone put your finger on it. Finger on it. Good. All right, so this one is a special one. What kind of confidence interval is this? Which kind of problem is this one?
You find the.
Yeah, this is one of those. Again, this is one of those fine sample size necessary. Everybody see that? It's a fine n problem. So where your finger is, you should be able to solve it. Everyone take 2 minutes. There's two problems actually. Here's the first one. So do that one first. When you're done with that one, then do this one. Everybody, fine, it's a proportion. So what I want everybody to do is for the first one, everybody write down the formula. Write down the formula. N equals what? It's on that yellow sheet. Write it down. Yeah, everyone write it down. And then fill it in and start. And then once you do that, well, okay, we'll do it. What is it? It is. Right, so what did you say it was?
P hat times Q hat times critical value over E squared.
Great. So in order to solve this, I need my p hat. From there I find my q hat. I need my critical value. And I need my e. What's that? So everybody find those. They have to be in the problem. I have to give you those. I'm asking to find n. I have to give you those. Cat.
Point
Point
two.
Yeah, it's 40 out of 200. Remember, either I'm going to give you the percentage and say, here's the percentage. How do you know that's not 40%? Because there's no percent sign after it. Right? It's the number of yeses. So 40 out of 200. So that's my p hat. So that ends up being 0.2, which means that my q hat then is what? 0.8. So does it have to add up to 1? What's my critical value? 0.96. Great. And then my error. Right. You find your error when you find the word within. So within 4% means that that's my error. Remember, a guy says, I will guess your age within 3 years. Within 3 years, that's his error he's allowed. So you find within, you find your error. 4%, yep, 0.04. Okay, so people should have that. What did you get? I got 384.16 or something like that.
Yeah. It's like a 3.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is this the right answer? Am I done? 384.16?
No.
No, you can't ask that many people. You can't ask a portion of a person. What should it be? 85. Good. Now, do the bottom part, the red part. Do the red part. The red one. So the red one, let's see, my n is equal to 0.5 times 0.5. times 1.96 over 0.04 squared. So that's 0.04, not that's not 4, my bad. And you got, for this one, you got 600.25. And again, you got to round up to 601.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Good? Because your p hat is 0.5 and your q hat is 0.5. All right, next problem. Hasn't read yet. Lindsay, go ahead and read for me.
The Gallup Crime Survey stated that 23% of gun owners are women. A researcher believes that in the area where he lives, the percentage is less than 23%. He randomly selects a sample of 100 gun owners and finds that 11% of the gun owners are women. At alpha equals 0.01 is the percentage of female gun owners in his area less than 23%.
Great. All right. Oh,
That was our one.
is that what happened?
Yeah.
It went out on you? Oh, man. All right, so everyone take 10 seconds and decide whether this is a mean or a proportion, whether it is a confidence interval or hypothesis test, Z table, T table. Okay, what do you folks think? Is it a mean or proportion? Proportion. How do you know?
Percentages.
Because, yeah, it's 23%, percentage. Good. So it's going to be a T table or a Z table?
Z.
Z table. What's my degrees of freedom then?
Infinity.
Yep, degrees of freedom is infinity. She sort of sort that out. Is it going to be a confidence interval or a hypothesis test?
Hypothesis.
How do you know it's a hypothesis test? Yeah. That's right. And more importantly, does someone see the word confidence interval here?
No.
There's no confidence interval. There's no estimate there. That's kind of your surefire way to know it's a hypothesis test. How many samples is it?
No, there's one.
One sample?
There was one previous one
There's a previous sample.
that you're comparing to.
Right, so how do you know how many samples is? You need to find n. If you have 2 samples, you need to have 2 n's. Does that sort of make sense, folks?
Yeah,
Okay, so
your p hat would be.
good. So everybody, put your finger on the right spot.
No, your p would be 23%.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
Wait, did we say that they want TikTok? Oh, okay, good. Oh.
Good.
Yes.
Good. All right, so solve this one.
That was the look.
It was, you said H naught is that P is equal to 23%, because your claim is that P is less than 23%, so that's your H1. Critical value from the Z table is 2.58, so you draw a picture, put that in, and then you find your test stat. P hat minus P over square root of P2 over N, and we got negative 2.852, which is totally in the rejection area, so you're going to reject H naught. You have enough evidence to support the claim that less than 23% of gun owners are female.